you guys? Did you know that today is a portal date? If you write the date out, you get 2s and 6s along with zeros. And we all know who've been studying our numbers that the zeros are amplifiers. So with the 2 and 6, this combination is asking us to position ourselves in a more open state. Like the goal is to be in a true state of flow. You may notice that a lot of things are beginning and ending all at the same time, sometimes within the same day, within the same week, within the same month. Like we are in a very transitional period. We have been for a while now, and so with those transitions, it can cause a lot of upheaval, and we can go through things that we didn't quite expect to have to experience. You're being encouraged to use today's energy to allow yourself to be in a state of flow, trusting that everything that is going on in your life is things that is taking place for you and not like happening to you, right? And so it's a perspective shift that you should have that's going to help you kind of maximize today's energy. You want to be in a very optimistic, positive frame of mind today, especially on today. So think about harmonious, balanced energies. Think about bringing harmony and balance to all of your relationships, whether those are relationships with your friends, your family, your coworker, the random person at the gas station. Like, look to be in a state of harmony and balance. That's important because not everybody is listening to this message. Most of the world is not listening to this message, right? I get a couple of people who stop through. I appreciate you guys for being here and taking the time to listen. But not everybody's doing the work on themselves. And so while we are experiencing our own rebirth of sorts, other people are as well. Not everybody is in a timeline that they love, right? Some people are caught in karmic loop timelines that they want to get out of. Mercury is going into retrograde. We just had this large conjunction happening. We are in the middle of an eclipse season. Like, it's a lot going on. And so you bringing the right energy is going to help kind of nullify other energy that could be in this space that could be disruptive to whatever you got going on. So you make sure you stay, in the right space. 1027 showing up as the number you guys need to look up on Joanne's Sacred Scribe. Shout out to Joanne. I don't know that lady, but her website is accurate. So with that being said, think about making room in your life for new things to come in. The more we release what does not serve us, the easier it is for the new things to start to take place in our lives and start to actually materialize. And so you want to kind of focus on cleaning up and clearing things out of your space that you no longer need in your actual physical reality. So like, if you know that you want to move, start getting rid of things you don't plan to take into your new house. It doesn't matter if you know when or where you're moving or not. You know that that's your intention. So that is what you're going to ensure happens. So start actually taking steps to make that happen. If you know that you want to get a whole new wardrobe, it doesn't matter how much money you have right now. And if you can or cannot go on a shopping spree, you know that you intend to get new clothes and start getting rid of things that you're not wearing. One rule that I use to make sure that I'm not holding on to stuff, because stuff carries energy and I don't want no extra energy in my space, right? So one thing that I do is I look at the seasons, right? Depending on where you live, you're going to experience 4 seasons. If you haven't worn whatever the thing is in any of the past 4 seasons, so over the last year, you don't need to have it. Go ahead and get rid of it, right? So you want to start making space and energy. If there are people in your life that you are just keeping connection with for the sake of having people to be connected with, you are doing you and that person a disservice. So go ahead and shut that down and cut ties. You want to make space for what is right for you, and the fastest way to do that is by being in flow and allowing what is not for you anymore to be released. And it's, especially if we're talking about people, you don't have to do a release in a way that is dramatic or chaotic. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't have to dislike this person, right? Sometimes journeys come to an end, and you show gratitude and grace for all the things that you gain in that experience, be they seemingly good or bad, doesn't matter, because you know that everything that is happening for you, right? So you can move forward with a sense of fulfillment from whatever that dynamic was. I don't know who that message for. I just feel like I went on a random tangent, but yeah. Now let's get into the cards. All right. So I did pull a few cards to kind of see how this energy of today, this 2 and 6 portal energy, is going to benefit us as the collective. And it looks really good. We have the wish fulfillment coming in. That's like the start of the message. So something that you wish for is coming, which is why it's so important that you please let go of what is no longer serving you. And don't, like, you know, sit and worry about it. Quit looking at it. Stop stressing about it. It's like the door is closing, the door is closing, the door is closing. But like, yeah, you in your whole house. You just got a brand new house. Like, it's good that the door is closing because it's about to rain outside, right? And you don't want the outside elements getting in your house. But you so worried that the door finna close, you're not even enjoying the fact that you're in your brand new home and you have this big, beautiful door that you can close and lock and protect yourself. So shift your perspective. If you need help with shifting your perspective, you can take the Self-Paced Rewire. It is a 21-day workshop. You can do it in your own time. Start whenever you want to start. It's cheaper if you are doing the self-paced version. All of that is on the website, oracleoya.com. So boom, a wish fulfillment coming in from the energy of today, because you are going to make space and be optimistic and stay in a flow state. What is the thing that's coming in? It's going to be something different for everybody, but it is something that you've been manifesting. It's something that you've been manifesting in a slightly obsessive way. Like, whatever this is, you've been a little bit obsessed. I'm not going to hold you. So this could be like a obsession with getting your business off the ground. And so instead of like working 9 to 5 hours on your business, you're working 80 hours a week. Like, you know what I'm saying? You all the way locked in. This could be like you are seeing somebody and you really like this person and you're like doting over this person, but it's seeming like they're, you know, very busy. And so while it's great while y'all are together, this person doesn't have a lot of time. And so you're kind of like, I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. And then boom, this person has like all the time in the world now because things shifted, right? Everybody's going into the new timeline in different ways. Everybody who did the work, some people didn't do the work, but I'm talking to people who did the work, who are aligning with other things that have either done the work or are a representation of the work being done. Okay, so y'all are coming back into some sort of alignment. This is definitely something that you've wished and hoped for, with the Magician card showing up, the Hierophant card showing up, and the Six of Wands. This is like huge victory and success, and it's all things that you have an emotional attachment to. And I say that because your main cards are Cup cards, which is all about the emotions. Okay, you may get into a state of confusion. It's kind of like imagine you win the lottery, then all of a sudden you don't know what to do with all the money you have, right? And so if you've been listening to the readings up to this point, that shouldn't be you, because you should be very clear and focused about what it is that you are about to pull in for yourself as we go into the spring. Very big time coming up in the springtime. Okay, so if you're not in that place, then you're being asked now to start getting a little more clear about what it is that you are building or creating for yourself, and also allow the flow to happen, right? You may come up with a great idea, but maybe you can't see to the end, to where some things in that great idea need to be adjusted in the front end. And then you start getting upset or feeling defeated because it ain't exactly how you saw it to be right in the beginning. But if you would just go with what is coming through you and being placed in your heart, and then still remain in the flow state, you're going to see that you actually get what it is that you want. So this is a very powerful time. Use the energy of today to stay in a very high frequency speak life over yourself, over the things that you want to create. Make sure you are writing down what your plans are, your intentions are. If you did hit the lottery, what would you do with it? If you were able to move right now, where would you go? If you could buy a new wardrobe, what would you buy? Like, what are you doing? You feel what I'm saying? Get clear about that and stay focused in that throughout the day. Try to hold that vision for yourself, and you might find that things kind of, materialize faster than you were expecting. Peace.